Look at me. I'm a baddie. I ain't never been with a baddie. She come for add it to the tally. Yeah. I'm currently experiencing depression now. Back to my YouTube channel. My name is Terriance, and today we're going to talk about the battle of depression and anxiety. Disclaimer, I have a degree. Okay, I didn't go to school with it. I don't have a license. I don't have a certificate. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I have no legal paperwork. I'm a fellow member. I'm your sister, brother. Okay? If you are going through anything severe, please talk to somebody. Finish watching this video. I probably can help you. Seek a family member, seek professional help, whatever it is. Again, I am a fellow member. We're here. Now let's get into the video. First and foremost, let's talk about the group. Let's talk about us as a collective. We silently battle depression and anxiety. If you're like me, I don't want to be around people. I don't want to talk to you. I want to just be in my room, cooped up, sleep, watching movies, dreaming of the life that I want, dreaming to be happy, dreaming to feel good. I want to be to myself, and I want to be stuck in my sadness and my depression. We need to normalize being sad, depressed, or having anxiety. We need to normalize it. I feel like it has become a little bit more normal to have anxiety, but let's talk about depression. A lot of us sweep it under the rug until it blows up in our face, right? And we need to stop. We need to stop acting like, depression is bad. It's not bad. It's being sad, being depressed, having moments where you're just like, it's not bad, okay? We need to mentally program ourselves that it is okay to have bad days, to have bad weeks, to feel stuck in life, to feel like you're just going through the daily motions of life. That causes depression. We all have to go through some lows to reach the highs. You can't be high forever, okay? At some point, the high is going to go down. And sometimes it goes down to the root. I have notes right here. You can't see them, but I see them, and I want to stay on topic. So let's get down to what I have titled The Root. In my group, peers, I feel like millennials, let's go through, let's say the whole generation. This is the video for my generation. Now I'm playing. I feel like people in my generation will relate to it, better. I believe that in our household, we always had to save face, like you can't be too mad. You can't be too sad, because then you're going to have some type of repercussion for being mad or sad or down, right? I've spoken to many people to back this up, so I don't want to hear it. Again, we grew up in households where our parents really didn't recognize us as being depressed, or if you did say you were sad, or if you were crying, or if you were anything other than happy or just like content, you were being moody or ungrateful. I feel like the new mothers of the millennial age, or just people in general, it's starting to gradually become, we're starting to break cycles. Unhealthy cycles, especially for millennials. Like we're the new adults up in this thing. And we are acknowledging bad habits, unhealthy cycles, and we're fixing it, but we're not talking about it. It's not there in the forefront. These are unhealthy cycles of not recognizing and communicating depression or anxiety. Instead of pushing our feelings in, we need to let them flow and let them go, okay? Like I remember just being sad. And it's like, why are you sad? And then when I say I'm sad, it's like, that ain't nothing to be sad about. But it's like, how you gonna tell me? I know how I feel. Just off that conversation alone, it just makes you not want to communicate to that particular person about you being sad. Now I don't have nothing to say to you because when I did tell you I was sad, you didn't take it as serious as I would like you to have taken it. Keep it in. And then you have this blowout moment to where you like bursting out with like a lot of emotions. And if we would have acknowledged, you know, whatever it was, whether it's just sadness, like first off, you got sadness, you got depression, you got anxiety, okay? 3 of them. Sad is more of like a temporary feeling. You're just sad. Depression is like ongoing, lingering feeling. Anxiety is like being anxious, like being very like worrisome, nervousness, that type of feeling. And we all have it at some point in our lives. I don't understand why some people don't, you know, we all experience it at some point in life. And I don't understand why people just don't put it to the forefront. Can everybody come to the front, please? I mean, you ain't got to stay in the front. But we need you at the front so it can be acknowledged. When I say we, I'm speaking about depression as a person or thing. So depression, anxiety, come to the front so we can acknowledge you and get you out of here. Straight like that. Jeanette Aiko said, I take some rain with my sunshine. So at some point in life, rain gotta come, okay? Rain is what supports living things in the world. Sadness, depression, it's the same thing. It's bound to happen. We can't always be happy. As you go through life, as you grow through life, things just happen. You know what I'm saying? So there's no control over it. So you might as well recognize what makes you sad, what triggers you. What triggers you? Acknowledge what is the trigger for why you feel however you feel or whenever you feel it. Let's dive into what depression can look like, okay? There's a trend on TikTok where you can show a picture or a video of like a time where you were like at your lowest and no one knew. The type of videos and pictures that are shown in this trend, you know, people look so happy. They look like that. It was people on vacation. They on vacation but depressed. Can you believe that? You should be able to believe that because depression has no one face. All depression you see in books, right? When you go to school or when you go to therapy or when you go to like doctor's office, you know, when people are sick or like depressed or whatever, you know, you got that man that's like, you know, not wanting to be seen, shown. Like, depression don't always look like that, sweetheart. And it's okay. Like that's the prime of this video. That is the point, the meat of this video. It is okay to have depression and anxiety, and we need to acknowledge it and then go through it. And then we need to be sensitive to other people who are going through depression because you never know who it is. I used to work as a server, and this girl, she was so pretty. She was just sitting, she came and ate by herself. She was so pretty. And after like she ate, she had like got like some drinks and then she ate. I went to the table to give her check and she was crying. You don't know what people go through. You don't know what people go through. She was crying like she was bawling. And it's like people try to put themselves together, and emotion can't be puzzled. Emotions can't be puzzled. Your physical appearance, it can be put together. Your emotions can't be put together, okay? So you gonna either acknowledge it and go through it, or you gonna sit it in the back seat. We want you to acknowledge it and go through it, not put it in the back, not avoid it. So honestly, you'll be very, very surprised on how many people are just, you know, they seem, as far as like outer appearance, they seem happy, blessed, sun-kissed, glowing. And then when they, you know, turn it off, when you're in your own safe space, you don't know how many times they break. Now we're going to talk about fighting a good fight. Because we've acknowledged it, girl. We know we sad. We know, you know, why we sad. Now we got to get into the action. Now we got to fight a good fight, Okay, you gotta fight that depression. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? People think you can control it. It can be on and off, even though it, you know, you can control it physically, but you can't control it emotionally. It just is what it is. You gotta fight the depression. Fight it. Depression is fear. You just become sad, and you become, you know, and you feel like you're not good enough, or you can't do it. Get out of it. You're going through the daily motions of life, and you just become depressed. Yeah, it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to change it up. It's time for you to change it up. Because you become depressed, your body is just like, girl, here we go again, going to the same old job, chat. Here we go. Ooh, look at this car, Lord. Here we go. In this hoopty. Here we go. Same hairstyle, never get my hair done, never do anything for myself. Oh, here we go. Coming back home to clean and cook. It's just a repetitive, when you're in a repetitive state of life, of like the daily life, then it causes you to be depressed, child. Change it up. Elevate. Elevate. I'm going to use me for an example. I'm going through a process where I am being elevated. I am being called to do something greater than what I was normally doing. So I'm being my own boss, my own entrepreneur. I'm seeing my full potential. And here come fear, here come depression. Why are you here? Why are you messing with me? I'm just here to be myself. I'm just here to motivate people. Just trying to achieve my greatest potential. You know, this might be my purpose in life. I don't know. But I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to work at it. And it's like everything bad happens when you step out of your comfort zone. And again, it can cause depression, but I'm fighting depression, okay? There have been times since I'm not working, I'm self-employed. There's a constant battle, you know, this is depression, of course, but there's a constant battle of giving up. You know, there's that fear of failing and not making or not being as good as you think you are going to be. And again, it causes depression, and it gets to me. It gets to me, okay? And don't watch this video feeling bad for me. Watch this video as motivation to keep going, keep elevating. When you are elevating, some is trying to drag you down, boo. Don't let it drag you down. I recognize that there are things that kind of trigger me, and I acknowledge them. I acknowledge what triggers me, what makes me sad, what makes me depressed. And that is what helps me keep going, helps me keep pursuing my dreams, pursuing or, achieving my goals and doing what it is that I feel as if I am truly called to do. So know your triggers. Know your triggers. That is so important. Know your triggers. And I swear, if you can avoid it, you can get through depression. I know that if I get into bed, I ain't getting out. So guess what? I don't get into bed. I look at it, and then of course in my head I'm like, get in that bed, go take a nap. Just take a 3-hour nap. Just get in bed, take a 3-hour nap. Oh, get you a snack while you at it. I know I have an unhealthy relationship with food, and so depression is there to comfort you, girl. Depression be like, just get a snack and sit down. Get a snack, sit down, scroll on social media. Just, it might make you feel good for the moment, but then 3 hours later you're like, I just wasted my life. You know what I'm saying? Recognize what it is. And it doesn't have to be everything that I just technically said. But I'm just saying this could, again, potentially help you. All right. So this is going to round up my rant about being depressed and having anxiety. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you very much.